The unboxing experience is nothing exciting with these phones. It's just a box with the cable in there, no charging brick, just a USB cable, and then the phone itself. Let's do the peel. So this is just kind of an opaque film like that. So having the phone on a flat surface, there's a significant amount of wobble, so you wouldn't really be able to use this without a case. Here is the S24 Ultra. It's not very different from the S23. A few changes, but nothing crazy. But coming from the Note 10 Plus that I had for some years now, it is a very big upgrade. It's the same size physically, but a little thicker. The edges are more curved on the side, but they still have a slight curve. But then at the top, it's completely flat, and same with the bottom. S Pen is on the other side. I'm assuming that's because of the camera, which now takes up more space on these newer phones. So if you were to tuck that S Pen in there, it would not quite fit. So they had to move it to the other side. One thing that really stands out to me upgrading from an older Samsung to this new one is the speed of it. Everything just works a lot faster. Even the fingerprint reader, if I just scan, I pretty much just have to tap it. On my Note 10 Plus, I had to sit there for a little bit. I've already had to remove the app that I had here. I had my Google Photos app right there in that empty space, because I found when I was scanning my fingerprint, it was so fast that it was always opening Google Photos right away, so I had to remove that. There's also a lot more customization that they've added with Android 14. So going into settings, if you go into lock screen and then edit lock screen, you have a lot of customization options here. You can literally just tap on whatever you want to change. You have all these different clock styles here, and then also different fonts you can choose from. You can even change your notifications and your widgets down here. See here you have a whole list of things that you can choose from to add into there. They're very customizable. The wallpaper is also interactive, but that's nothing new anymore. One feature that's talked about a lot is removing window reflections, and I've tried it on this image here. We just go back. This is a picture I took, and you can see the reflection here on the window. It's pretty bad. So if you go into edit and this icon here, and then remove reflections, it did a pretty good job of removing that reflection. It's not perfect. You can still see some of the reflection, but here's the before and after. So it did a pretty good job here, keeping the detail of this building here. Another feature it also has is circle to search. You can just tap and hold your home button and circle anything on your screen. That was not very well executed. Let's try that again. It'll literally search it for you. So if there's anything that you don't know what it is, or you want to buy more of a certain thing, you can just take a picture of it, circle it, and it'll Google it for you. Samsung is also saying they're now using titanium in the build here, so that should be a lot more durable. Especially like the chrome around the camera lenses makes them look pretty new. This is the titanium black model. Looks very sleek, looks very new. This is not a detailed review of the phone at all, just a quick overview of things that I've immediately noticed after switching to this phone. If you want to see a detailed review after some months of owning it, then consider subscribing. It's what I usually do when I review something. I'll have it for a while, usually a few years before I'll review it, so I can really give an honest review on it. And this is still too fresh to do so. A big upgrade for the S24 series is the glass on the display. It reduces reflections. So, especially out in bright sunlight, you'll have significantly less glare on your screen. Here's an old S8 for comparison. So look at the reflection on the glass there versus the S24 Ultra. You can see the reflection is significantly reduced, which if this was the sun, you wouldn't be able to see anything pretty much on the screen, but on the S24 you can still see plenty. So that's a very major upgrade there. The buttons are now also on the side. You have your volume buttons, power button,